Welcome back to another episode of the Scholar Budget podcast, where we help students like you to earn a debt-free degree. And today's episode focuses on two amazing high school students that are actively serving their community. And I'm excited to see how their community service translates into additional opportunities, including scholarships and of course, the colleges of their dreams. So today's guests are Suma and Sarah, who are both high school students in Florida. Suma is the founder and Sarah is the vice president of Create for Kids, which is an organization dedicated to promoting creativity and bringing inspiration to children in hospital settings. Suma and Sarah believe that creating art has the power to bring joy and hope to children across the globe. So let's learn about Create for Kids and how you can be an active participant in this amazing organization and contribute to what Suma and Sarah are doing. Go ahead and grab your notepad, your favorite pen or pencil, and let's jump into this episode. You're listening to the Scholar Budget podcast, where we teach you how to earn a debt-free degree, grow your money, and claim every opportunity with your name on it. I'm your host, Raquel Bartoli. Let's jump right in. Suma and Sarah, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We're so excited to learn more about Create for Kids. So I want to start with you, Suma. Can you tell us more about who you are and what your role is at Create for Kids?
Yeah, definitely. My name is Suma. I am in Tampa, Florida, and I am the founder and president of Create for Kids. My name is Sarah, and I also live in Tampa, Florida, and I'm the vice president and social media manager of Create for Kids.
Awesome. And this is really just so inspiring to be around young people on my podcast, getting ready to share about all the awesomeness that you've been doing. So, what inspired you both to create this organization?
For me, I think it was really inspiring to be able to help people volunteer at home, like when people don't have time to do stuff. And it's really great to give people that opportunity, especially when a lot of people don't know that they can volunteer even when they might not have the time. I think the great part about it is just being able to help kids across the world, and especially like doing something so small can have such a big impact on their day. And there's not really that many that I've seen in Tampa. So I think a big part of that was just me wanting to help others and bring something like that to.
And what would you say the mission of Create for Kids is? What is that mission? What is your ultimate goal?
Definitely to help kids all around the world, especially in places that they might not have organizations or nonprofits to help them. And us establishing chapters all over cities around the US and internationally helps the hospitals do that for the children.
And Suma, any thoughts from you?
No, I completely agree. I think that a big part of us is just trying to help as many people as we can and as many families in need.
Beautiful. And so what kind of impact is created when kids in this program receive a package in the mail? Like they get a package, why are they getting this package? How are they selected? How are they feeling?
So we find a lot of the kids either through hospitals, so they either, go to a hospital, they're getting treated there, or a lot of families have Instagrams or social medias to track their child's progress, what their treatment they're doing. So we usually reach out through social media, or we'll reach out through the hospital, ask if they have any children or families that would be interested.
Right?
And we just go from there. We reach out asking what they might like, what are their favorite kind of characters, do they like cars, maybe Disney princesses, things like that.
Awesome. And Sarah, does the child have to be in the hospital for a certain amount of time in order to receive a Create for Kids package?
No, any child with any disease or cancer is eligible to receive a package because we think that all children who have to fight their diseases in these battles don't deserve it. And so it's really nice to help them with just a simple package and, some nice things.
Love it. And Suma, what inspired you to even start Create for Kids? Where did the inspiration come from?
I would say a big part about it was as a kid, I was growing up a lot around the hospital, I was in and out, and I experienced the stress that like not only the kid can have, but also the families and the parents impacted. So I think something as small as just even a card or a little care package could go a long way, not only for the kid, but especially for the family, just seeing how happy the kid can be.
Right.
And I think it gives a sense of hope for, both parties.
And I can only imagine, like, as a parent, because I have two kids, that, it's very stressful already to have your child in the hospital. So when they receive a package and it just puts a big smile on their face, like it brings a sense of, peace for the child and for the parent. So have you actually been able to go into the hospitals and deliver these packages, or like what does that process look like?
So we've gone in a couple hospitals before. Most of the time, we actually end up mailing the package just to respect like HIPAA laws and privacy a bit more.
Okay.
But we have been able to go in and deliver them, and I would say it's a very special moment.
And what about you, Sarah? When you're able to go in and meet with the kids, like what is that experience like for you?
Honestly, it's really inspiring because it shows you that your work is doing something. Even when we just receive a video of the child opening their package and their like smile on their face, it's so inspiring knowing that your work is doing something. And, you know, volunteering in like a food pantry is amazing because you know in your mind that you're helping people. But
Mhm.
when you actually see the children, it like you can like visualize what you're doing to help these people.
Yeah, I can only it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Again, I'm so excited that you two are, like you're doing this. This is a real, thought that you had and you brought it to life and you're creating an impact and a change in your community. And so I know that after other students and parents and educators watch this or listen to this episode, like there's going to be a hint of inspiration. Like if Sarah and Sue are out here, they're high school students. They know I know you have a lot on your plate, but you're putting others before you. Like if they can do it, I can definitely make time to do this. So, with that being said, how can other students get involved and can they earn community service hours by partnering with your organization?
Yes, they can. We provide many opportunities on our Instagram page for people all around the world to do and in our community. And also, we have chapters all around the world so they can set up local opportunities or just like local events to raise money for children.
Awesome. And Suma, can you talk more about how the chapters, like what does that process look like behind the scenes?
Yeah, so every chapter and every applicant who would like to open a chapter goes through an application process. They fill out a form for us, tell us a little bit about themselves, why they want to open a chapter. And
Okay.
then we do an interview process. So they kind of just expand on that idea more, what effect Create for Kids will bring to their community. And I think it's definitely very rewarding to see so many people across the globe spreading our mission and something we initially thought would be so small, just gaining so much attraction from everywhere, really.
Awesome, and I'm inspired too. So if I open up a chapter as a student, what does that look like on my end? As a student, what am I responsible for doing on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? What does that role really look like?
You kind of have our job just on a smaller scale because it's a local chapter, so we'll send reminders every month and check up on people every other week to make sure that their local event planning is going well and smoothly, and if they need
Okay.
any help with it, because we have the experience with setting up um local events, so if they need any help, we'll help them, and we just check up on them to make sure that everything is running smoothly and children are being helped.
Wonderful. So there's support there. And okay, so for the student who doesn't necessarily want to open a chapter, but they do want to get involved, what does that process look like? Like, what do they need to do? And what are maybe some of the opportunities for that student?
Yeah, so on our website, we have all of the activities we do lists, and then we also post our Instagram opportunities, which are like care packages. They're very directed towards specific kids,
Okay.
and they can fill out the volunteer form in our website, and they can just start right in volunteering, or they can visit our Instagram, which has all the opportunities we are currently doing, and it also has all the information. Also, our email and our messages are always open for any questions.
Perfect. And is there an age limit? Because I'm thinking about my very own kids. Like I want them to be involved in this. So is there an age limit to when a student can be involved and start serving at this capacity?
There is not an age limit. We have many people in middle school that are volunteering for us, and a lot of
Nice.
people actually ask us if there's an age limit, and we say, absolutely not. Anyone can serve the children in the hospitals, and there isn't like requirement for a chapter. You can start one in middle school, but we just have to make sure that you are matured enough to handle this amount of work and
Right.
um have the time in your schedule.
Yeah, that makes sense. But at least the opportunity is there because there's amazing students, even at the middle school level, that would love to do something like this. And so, Suma and Sarah, why is serving important to you?
For
I would
me,
say
oh, go ahead.
you can go. Okay. I would say serving is important to me, just being able to give back to my community and give back to, my surroundings. I think my parents have always taught me that it's important to, give back to others. And if I was in the same position, I would want someone being there to help me.
Right.
For me, serving is really important because I volunteer a lot everywhere, but for this particular organization, I think it's really important helping people be able to volunteer everywhere because it's such a special experience to be able to see who you're helping and, you know, actually physically volunteer for them. And when my parents are from Lebanon, and so when I visit there, it's like there are so many children, and it's such a small country that not everyone can be helped there. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really important to set up these chapters everywhere so that everyone can get helped, even in the places that might not have the opportunity to.
Right. So, do some of your packages reach places outside of the US?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. That's so awesome. I love that. And what did someone like ask? Like how did the places outside of the US, how did they get in contact with you and know that this was something available to them?
So either they reach out through us, especially through Instagram. We've had a lot of outreach through there. So they can ask us and we say, yes, our chapter's open internationally. You're welcome
Wow.
to, partner with your local hospitals and help out any way you can.
And so, Sarah and Suma, one of the things that we like to share with students is that, it's very important to serve, but while serving, you can also position yourself to earn scholarships when you get ready to go to college, because there's so many scholarships available to students who have been serving their community. So it is really great to see two young people start with something and really have it evolve into a nonprofit organization. And again, I'm really excited to connect with you both because I think sometimes students don't truly realize what they're capable of doing because they might say, oh, I'm just in middle school, or I'm just in high school, or no one's going to take me serious. But the both of you, collaborated together. You started with a dream and it is like full blown and you have so much support. And I'm really blown away. Like I want to be like both of you when I grow up, because this is just, it's phenomenal. So I do want to ask what are you going to do with this like in the future? Is it going to continue to grow? What are your plans, or have you not thought that far in advance?
I hope it continues to grow because we started obviously very small and we just like blew up right away, and it was so fun to see so many people interested in volunteering for the children, and it was just amazing. So I hope that we can continue to grow and be bigger and just help so many people all over the world in places that we don't have chapters yet.
Wonderful. And Suma?
Yeah, I think it's something that we both definitely want to take to college and past our careers, just continue doing what we love doing.
Awesome. So is there anything else that you would like to share with our listeners about Create for Kids, how they can get involved, any words of advice when it comes to serving, anything like that?
Honestly, wherever you are, no matter how old you are, you can start something that helps other people and you can impact other lives. So just start now because that will give you time in the future to think it out. And you don't really have to know everything about how to set things up. We didn't know. And, we learned along the way. And
Right.
all that matters really is that you help at least one person. So just go for it.
And Suma?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Like, there's no time like the present, even though if you feel like maybe you're too busy, time management is a big part of it. And, just working hard and accomplishing things you want to accomplish, just setting your mind to it, and anyone can do it, really.
Right. And so that was supposed to be my closeout question, but I do want to ask, how do you two manage it all? Like, just to close this out, because I know you're amazing high school students, plus you have this amazing program. And when you're doing amazing things, I know it's taking up time. So share with our listeners, those who are going to be like, I want to be like Suma and Sarah and go out here and make the world a better place. Prepare them for how they can manage their time and start.
I would say a big part of it is just finding a group of people that you can rely on. Like, I know when I'm busy, I can always count on Sarah, and she knows that she can always count on me. So really just starting from a strong support system and a strong base, it can
Right.
take you very far, and just knowing how to communicate efficiently among your board members and your peers, and just making sure that you divide the roles up evenly so that not one person feels like they're being overworked and everyone has an equal role in something that they're good at.
Another thing is there are a lot of legal aspects to it and forms you have to sign and things to, verify that you are a nonprofit organization. So be prepared to
Okay.
be filling out all those files and also just make sure that you're not doing it alone. There are so many people that are willing to help you around you, friends and family. And Suma has been such a great help and we've both been answering all the emails and the DMs and making all the posts, and we've been doing it all together, and that's how we stay so organized, especially when we grew so quickly. So I would definitely say just make sure you have people around you to help you.
Awesome. I think you've developed great leadership skills in the process. I don't know if you recognize that, but I can see you two on campus just continuing to do great things and really leading people in a direction to turn their dreams into reality. So thank you again, Suma and Sarah, for your time. We are so excited to have more people join. Sorry if we bring too much work your way, but I know so many others are going to be so excited to join you in your mission. And I just want to encourage you to keep up the good work.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely. Hey there. I hope you were taking notes and you're ready to implement what you heard. If this podcast inspired you or helped you in any way, I would love for you to subscribe, follow, and share this with a student, parent, or educator you care about, because sharing is caring. Also, your feedback means a lot. So please leave a written review of this show on Apple Podcasts. And if you ever want to connect outside of the podcast, you can find us at The Scholar Budget on Insta or the Book of Faces. So until next time, shine bright and put in the work so we can make those dreams a reality. Bye!